All right, hello YouTube. Gonna do a little quick tip today on how to light your strike on box matches on surfaces other than the box. Strike on box matches, well, any kind of wooden match really, usually come in two different varieties. Strike on box, which you have to use the little strike strip here, and then strike anywhere matches. Strike anywhere matches, name implies you can strike on pretty much anything. And they work, pretty well. These are the newer green light kind. They have the green tips. In my opinion, they don't work as well as the old red tip ones with, or the red with the white tip matches, but these still work pretty good. These are getting harder and harder to find anywhere. I had to order these online. But these matches you can still buy pretty much anywhere. And there's a number of misconceptions about strike on box matches. One is that this is just sandpaper. People think that basically it's just a simple matter of friction, and it really is a simple matter of friction, but not in this case. Actually, what we'll be doing will be friction starting matches. What this does is actually a chemical reaction between whatever this chemical is. I believe it's usually something like red phosphorus, and whatever the tip of the match is made out of. That chemical reaction starts the match, just like on a strike anywhere match. The chemical reaction is between the green or red tip and the white very end of the tip. But folks that know that this is a chemical reaction often also have another misconception, and that this is the only surface that you can strike a match on. Now, obviously, if you put it in fire, then you can light a match. If you were to throw it under a magnifying glass or something, maybe you could light a match too. But the simple matter is if you have anything hot enough that you can light a match with it, you probably don't need to light the match with it. You can probably just light your fire with it. But there are a number of other surfaces that you can light these on. I don't know how useful it really is, but it's interesting information to have. So we're going to go around. We're going to try a number of different surfaces to light on. I've done this on a number of different things, and it actually works surprisingly well. There is a technique to it. It's nothing too crazy, and the technique is just this: you're going to hold it between your thumb and your forefinger, and you're going to place your middle finger either right on or right behind. I find right on works slightly better, but you run a slightly higher chance of slightly burning yourself. It won't be a detrimental burn. I've actually burned myself like this a number of times, and it's not enough to even slow you down. You won't care that you got burned. It's a very light burn. But for the course of this testing, I'll probably wear some gloves just because I'm going to be doing a number of times in the exact same spot. But this is basically the gist of it. You're going to hold it between your thumb and forefinger, middle finger right on the tip, or again just behind it, but again right on the tip tends to work slightly better, and you're going to drag it. Now, it's not like this where you're going to get an inch and a half distance and it's just going to light right up. You're going to need something that you can get a good long swipe on. As a test here, we'll do it on, this is just a plain old ceramic tile. Honestly, I don't even know why I have the ceramic tile. This isn't ceramic tile I even have in my home. But you can light it on ceramic. See a little bit of burn there, but nothing bad. What you see, the red there, is not blood. It's actually the red tip. But this lit right up. This is not a strike anywhere match, but I was able to strike it on a little bit of ceramic. Other surfaces that I've tried, and I will show you, are painted surfaces, painted hard surfaces like metal. Let's see, you can do it on glass. I've done it on melamine, that white coated particle board that a lot of cabinets and whatnot are made out of. Pretty much anything, and it's sort of counterintuitive, but what you don't want is a rough surface. What you want is a slick surface, and somewhere either really slick or almost what you might call a pebbled surface. And I'll get some close-ups of some of these surfaces so you can get a better idea of what we're talking about. But what you really, really don't want is a rough surface. Something like sandpaper or whatever, you'll never light a match on. And the reason is that you're not actually creating enough friction. You're just abrading the surface. You're just filing off this will never light. Yeah, you're just actually going to file off your red tip, and you're going to be left with no fire and no match. So it's just not a good way to, or not a good idea to go that way. Same with the file in your Leatherman, or a number of other surfaces that you might just intuitively think could start a match, like concrete, or a rough stone, or anything like that. You really want something slicker than rougher, which is a little weird, but you'll kind of see what I'm talking about here. So with that said, I'm going to throw some gloves on, and I'm going to take you around my shop here, and I'm just going to try it on a number of different surfaces, and you can kind of see that it's actually quite easy to light one of these without a heat source. The trick is just finding some surface that'll work, and there's surprisingly high number of surfaces that will work. All right, so stop number one. Well, we already saw the tile here, but we'll do it again just for a demonstration. Of course, now it's not working because I'm trying to hold a camera at the same time. So that lit up no problem. Here is the wing to my table saw. Just the little side accessory wing for my table saw. As you can see, I've done it a number of times already. I'm not worried about the slight little abrasion on here, but see, that lit up. Normally that's easier, but holding the camera while doing this at the same time is making it a little trickier. Hopefully you're able to see that. I'll do one more just in case you weren't able to see it, and then I'll edit it later if need be. Let me try and hold the camera further back. See, lit right up. And these are, again, not strike anywhere matches, just your regular everyday pocket match or wooden match. Let's see, what else do we got around here? I've got some melamine cupboards. These work surprisingly well. Again, not strike anywhere, no white tip on these, if that focuses. Just a regular old match. And that actually lights really, really well. Let's see, what else do we got around here? I might have to actually run outside really quick and do this on a piece of glass. Now, I have found that window glass, like house window glass, seems to work better than auto glass. I haven't had much of any luck with auto glass. But here's just some window. That lights right up, no problem. Really, this is more about technique than a finite, surface, like, something you really have to look for. Again, anything not too rough and pretty hard tends to work pretty well. Again, auto glass, for whatever reason, doesn't seem to work as well. I don't know if it's got some kind of coating on it or something that screws it up. I've tried it on wood without a ton of luck. Like slick wood, like varnished, and that doesn't seem to work really well. Metal here, I got just a hunk of mild steel. I've had kind of mixed results with this. And I'm having terrible results at the moment. Yeah, that one's pretty much wrecked. I have gotten it to light off of the metal before, but again, it's about 50-50, and I don't know what it is about the surface. It may just be that, yeah, I just snapped the tip off. It may just be that I've recently oiled that metal just so it doesn't rust in my shop here, and I suspect that's probably what's going on. There's like a thin coat of ballastol on there that's probably preventing it from working terribly well, but I have actually been able to get it to light on there. But that's kind of the long and the short of it. Just wanted to kind of point out that there are, in fact, a number of surfaces that you can light strike on box matches on that are, in fact, not the box. You just have to have the right technique to do it. That's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, YouTube.